What's up guys, Andrew with NoExcusesTV here, and today we're looking at BioLite's newest venture into the headlamp market. So that's right, today we're looking at BioLite's newest product, the BioLite Headlamp. That came out with it, had a Kickstarter for it back in December 2018. But before we get too far into it, so be sure to click that subscribe button there at the bottom. As we ramp up towards spring, we're going to be having more and more videos about these new products that are coming out with, and other products that we've had before that may not be new, but kind of reviewing them, giving you all the stuff you need to be able to have a productive and fun outdoor experience in this coming spring and summer months of 2019. So be sure to click that subscribe button and hit that like button, and let's get into more of an idea of what's going on here. So today's video is pretty much just an unboxing. I think we're gonna run through, push around, see if we can get all the functions to work pretty quick. Hopefully it's charged up. Again, this is straight out of the box. It's shipped with this and a carrying case with it. So let's do the carrying case real quick. So yeah, standard carrying case. It has a little rim at the bottom to kind of keep it open right here. Drawstring, nothing fancy. All right, so let's get into the headlamp. USB rechargeable, 330 lumens. Does it have a weight on here for it? Yeah, weight right here. So here's let's run down the specs real quick. So weighs 2.44 ounces, weather resistant, rechargeable battery, which the weird thing is like the position of the battery, where it's located, the wraparound, and then the light up front. Compared to some of the headlamps we've seen lately, I don't know if that's going to be, I mean, it's there, they say, for us to stabilize, so they can have a better balance. That's what that is, a better balance, weight distribution for natural feel. That's what that's there for. We'll see how well that really holds up. 330 lumens, like we already said, 5 lumen for your minimum, and depending on which one you're setting on, lifespan between 3.5 and 40 hours. It's got 4 or 5 sections, like red, white flood, white spot, strobe, and dimming, and then that lockout spot. So again, I'm not looking at any of the instructions on how to find these. When I get a new product, I go through as much as I can without using instructions, because I want a product that's very intuitive and natural, and I don't have to like force, have to look up how to use it all. So here is the USB cable to charge it up with. Standard USB Type-C. Not gonna be too bad. There's so many. This is so common now. Like, I think I have probably 3 or 4 of these just laying around. So the charging cable is not something I'm worried about losing. Instructions, we're not looking at those. No quick start guide, we're not worried about that. So here is the headlamp. Right off the bat, I'm not a fan of these style bands. All the ones that I've had before, they stretch out pretty quick. I just don't like them. There's other headlamps, like the one that the Bendy that we reviewed, has that just kind of cord that is going to work so much better, I feel. So here is where the battery is. You charge it here at the bottom. Gives you an indicator of how much it's charged. There's not a way to check though. That would be something that I would want. I mean, off the bat, I don't see anywhere that I can go through and push to see if it's charged or how much charge it has. So that would be a neat thing different than they had. So the light's up front. It's not, is it adjustable? Yeah, okay, so it is adjustable. So you can angle it if you need to. One push, oh man. Okay, so one push is the main light. I waited long enough and turned it back off. So I'm just gonna point it away from me so I don't blind myself again. So 1, 2, the dimmer, and it seems like it's pretty, So when you turn it on, hold on. When you hit the first time, you get light on all of these. This entire thing is lighting up. Two hits is a flash. No, now it's, hold on. See, that's not one thing I don't like. So now, is it gonna leave off where I was last time, or is it gonna start again? So again, I'll point it away. So it stays on flat, so it stays back on the strobe, turn it back off, wait, turn it back on, it's going back to the strobe, and red. I think apparently you have to be pretty quick behind it. If you wait at all, it is not going to change the modes for you. And if you turn it off, wait a minute, turn it back on, it's going to go back to the mode that it was last in, which I can see the need for it, how that would be desirable, because if you're using the same mode, you're going to be turning it off and on and not having to click through, but then not remembering and having to remember the order maybe get a little annoying. So let's go back in through and click. So red, dim. And again, you wait too long to try to even talk about what they are and it goes off. Dim. Okay. So it has 5 settings, and it does pretty well. I don't know where the dimmer is. So we have red. Flash is gonna be last. So that turn off, it should be red, and then, oh no, see. So I haven't adjusted it yet. Man, I don't like how heavy that back is. I'll definitely need to go back. Actually, it's not gonna be that bad of an adjust. Boy, it's not, oh, that's probably my fault. It's right off the bat, it's not center. So there's it center on my forehead. Now it's centered on the back. I will say you don't notice it. You can't feel that it's back there. Let's not forget too much. Again, we're not testing this at night, so I'm not going out. We'll probably cut to a video real quick of me using it tonight and seeing how bad it is. I like the adjustment, how it's rigid and pops, because a lot of them, they just kind of set in a certain spot and they can go back and forth, but these has a setting that's not too bad. It's a lot more comfortable than I thought it would be, to be completely honest. The spot in the back, I don't know. I think it's going to be more of a perceived inconvenience than a real one with that battery pack back there, because they're making it up here. There's not much weight at all up here at the front. It's just the light itself. Where a lot of them, that's where your bulk. You have your whole thing right here. The idea of putting the weight in the back for the battery, I don't know if it's. I mean, you just have to use it and see what it feels like. It's comfortable. The strap is very comfortable. Like, I'm not trying to discount the comfortability, how comfortable it is, how comfortable the band is, but my experience, these things stretch out and then they get to where they don't retain their elasticity and they don't go back. It gets frustrating. That's one of the reasons we got the bendy, was because of that strap difference. But all right, so now we'll cut to tonight when we're testing it at night. So before I went out, I figured out how to use the sensors at the bottom. So you turn it on at front, just whatever you're doing, it tells you your charge for it. And even when you turn it back off, it tells you the charge that you have remaining. So as you can see, we have the light. We went through and tested it, just like looking at it and trying to use that side. The more I use it, just in the small setting that I have, I do not like the feature where you push it, turn on, and then when you push it again, it turns off. Because it's hard to know what setting I'm cycling through. So it goes bright, it goes like red, bright, dim, red, bright, dim, barely there, and then like strobe, but I can't, it's so hard to get through them. So I have red, bright, dim, a little bit, and then it's gone. But it's not. When you put it back on, it goes back to that last setting. You can't like pace your way through them. You have to like click hard to get there. And if you miss it, then you gotta go back. And then it was supposed to have strobed, and it didn't. Right there, it may be a learning curve. It just may be a complete learning curve that you just have to do and get over. As of right now, first impressions, it's an okay light. I think it'll do the job. Now the light itself is great. Like the 330 lumens really shows up. It has a good wide range, wide path. The one thing I liked on some other ones is it's not as focused as a beam. Like a focused area of light, like a big circle that goes out. I don't know if that's gonna make an impact when you're actually using it, but so we'll use it a couple more weeks, see how we like it, and then tell you again what our like full review of the sucker is. So There you go. We'll see you in the next video. If you like what you see, make sure you click that subscribe button. We'll have a bunch more videos coming out the rest of this spring and summer, because that's when, you know, camping season is hitting. So we'll make sure you have all the gear that you need. Again, hit that likes button if you like the video. Hit that subscribe button to keep up to date. I'll keep mumbling through this, and we'll see you later.